Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we see we live, but give me a minute. Let me make sure everything work. All right, mic check, mic check. Trying to actually find my camera. And I don't know why my camera is not working or why it's not being accessed. So we'll go edit my stream right quick and see. We don't have to do it. We don't need a camera if the camera's not going to work. All right, let me see. I think we got a live chat on, but I can't tell right now. So I'm finna go see. All right. Now, I can see nobody's actually listening, but I don't even know if I can hear it right now. Let's see if I can hear it. If I can hear myself talking, then I'll be good. If I can hear myself talking. Okay. If I can hear myself talking. Okay. All right, we're gonna cut that off, and we're gonna cut this off, and we're gonna cut this back on. All right, everybody, let's get this jump started. I'm telling y'all that right now, this is about Memphis war is against the war in Memphis right now that's going on in the streets. It's against the record labels, Young Dolph's killers, racism, violence, poverty, and a whole lot more, that's involved with it. And I'm really waiting on some people to get off into this room so we can get started. You know, uh, rest in peace to Young Dolph. My condolences go out to Young Dolph and his family. My name is Roger Mitchell. I am the CEO of Worldwide Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Trying to bring a Worldwide Hip Hop Hall of Fame museum to Memphis and a tourism hospitality resort with an indoor-outdoor water park and some other amenities to go with it to help boost and build up the economy in Memphis and provide jobs. Do a lot of things, same thing like, Young Dolph and a lot of other artists do for their city or for the city of Memphis and people that live in Memphis and their family members. This is one of my pages right here. You see, I promote on this page too. And that's our logo. And, it's trademarked. You can check it out if you want. This page is one of my websites. You know, uh, you guys welcome to come check it out. If you want. But you know, I advertise artists on my websites, and Adolph is deceased now. He's in the headlines. He made Worldwide Hip Hop Hall of Fame. We hate that, but it's all about, hip hop and music industry and the grind. And this man was doing what the forefathers started out to do. And some people end up taking his life. When you kill an artist or a person or individual or anything like that, you actually that's how I feel, Somebody that, like I said, the people. That's how I feel. My Hip Hop Hall of Fame, we focused on it's not all about materialistic stuff with us. It's really about helping and giving back to the community, providing jobs and things for us, and giving back to the community and helping them get jobs, and teaching them skills and everything through the skills and the arts and the entertainment. Uh, I really be glad when some more people get in this room. I know it's late, and you might come and you might not come. So I see we got one viewer so far. But we just want to make sure that I explain to everybody in Memphis and in the world. I'm not. I feel like if I'm like Dolph trying to be a boss or like anybody else, before, after, or whatever, because a lot of us was trying to do some things, not to take the limelight or shine away from him, because he had his day and he's still gonna get his day. You can't take his day away from him. So that's cool. Herc right there. Ice-T on TV doing a documentary. So we're not trying to take nothing away from the fact that who Dolph is, and it ain't all about that. It's really about what this war is about, and how I think that our people and the community and Memphis and the world should stay focused, because it seems to me that everything can get out of, like, you might be focused right now on catching the killers, but at one back in order and get your economics running properly and stuff, or back the way that it was running, you still miss a lot of things, and you don't do a lot of things. You just shut everybody up for a minute. And that could be, at this point in state right now, that could be detrimental. You do or don't, do or die. You know what I'm saying? You hurry up and rush what you doing to shut the people up. Hurry up and close the case. You might just get the killers, but you don't get the people that paid the killers. You know what I'm saying? So you shut and close the case. And the reason why I said it is because if you get the people that paid the killers and not just the killers, like, everybody's out here blogging and everything about who did this, who did what, and what they think and all this. And really, to me, the only really people that know, like probably me, myself, you going to feel it in your spirit, and that's why you know. But you don't know everything. You just feel in your spirit that, like, for example, everybody knew that off the Wham. So, you gonna know in your spirit what's going on, especially if you from that area. A lot of people, I notice a lot of people from all over the world talking about what's going on. And a lot of people are off subject, straight up off subject, because they not focused on what's really going on in Memphis. Because this has been going on in Memphis and around the world for years, since crack epidemic hit the United States, or since heroin hit the United States, since Vietnam, or since slavery. You see what I'm saying? Since they brought slaves over to the United States. This has been going on for that long. We got African Americans thinking that they the mafia now. You know, before we get any deeper, because we not really trying to degrade nobody. But African Americans are playing gangster now and killing one another. And it's like the white man lived it. Everybody else lived it. Now we gotta live it. It's almost like a distinction type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Going on. It's an overpopulation itself. So the pot getting full, and some people got to die off and kill themselves. That could be it. You know, it could deal with the Bible. That could be it. It could be Revelations. It could be the end of the world, because if you're gonna add and factor in the pandemic and everything, that could be it. You know what I'm saying? People not going to church, people gay stuff all over. You know what I'm saying? People mad about that. A lot of drugs and stuff going on. People dying off of that. And people dying in the entertainment business and getting killed, and kids and women ending up missing, and wars all over. It could be a lot of stuff. It's the reason why what's going on in Memphis, and all of a sudden it's just hitting Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Because it was going on in Chirac and wasn't nobody saying nothing. Or it was going on in LA, or Detroit, or Louisiana, or Alabama. Anywhere you got a rapper or artist living. What about with Britney Spears? Ain't she trying to get her masters back and all that stuff? You see what I'm saying? Entertainers, anybody that's got money, rich, you know. And if you throw in, okay, so what's that got to do with what your topic? Because like I said, you know what I'm saying, it's a mixture of the poverty, the racism. Everybody want to be rich. Everybody want to be rich. Don't nobody want to go to work and work hard all their life, then end up dead. You can't buy a house. You can't send your kids to school or college. They don't have good stuff to wear. Right. Like right now, it's wintertime. Look how many people didn't have turkeys and they went to go get their free turkey. You know what I'm saying? Or it's wintertime. Look how many people need a free coat or free hat and gloves. Or when school starts, look how many people need the free book bag or new shoes and everything. And then how many of them minorities? Because if you don't want to say the word black still, how many of them minorities? You see what I'm saying? Where I'm going with this. So now you got everybody want to be rich. So when hip hop came out, it was like everybody wanted to be rich. They wanted to get out away from around the hood. Because we just left that Black Panther era when we went to the hip hop. Yeah, it's originated in New York and everything, but it touched out worldwide. And the people in down south in Memphis and everything feel the same way they do in New York. But people like California and people like Atlanta, that's more advanced and more more, they get more money than people in Memphis do. They more freer than the black people in Memphis is. They not subjugated to, because I guess they try to claim that's where Martin Luther King from too. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? He went to college in Atlanta, but he from Birmingham, Alabama. But he got killed in Memphis. You know, And it's like Dolph from Chicago, but he got killed in Memphis. Uh so it's really deeper than what you think when it comes to Dolph getting killed and you not knowing that this beef or the reason why he's killed is attached to a whole lot of things besides the beef. You feel me? I feel like it's attached to a whole lot of things besides the beef because the relations into his death and all of the other stuff that goes on in the world. Because if you like, a lot of people say they read law books and they go to law school and all this and that. Okay, I might not sound like it or look like it, but that don't mean I'm not who you proclaim to be. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not talking about dog, I'm talking about God. You can say yo Gotti, but everybody know there was only one Gotti. That was John Gotti. You can say you a king, but really the only two kings we really know is Martin Luther King. Jesus Christ is King and Lord of all kings. You got King Arthur and King Edward. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Martin Luther King, and then you got is it Reba King, BB King, Reba King, and then you got they said it King Elvis Presley, but on the news they was like, they said something negative. One of the news dudes, he said that Young Dolph called himself the proclaimed king. Okay, well, ain't nobody said Gotti was the king of Memphis either. To me, because a lot of these cats, they calling themselves the king of Memphis. See, a lot of old school cats that was rapping and came out before them, and his legends didn't even call themselves the king, except for DJ Paul and them. And when they call themselves the king, people ain't pay that no attention. Ain't nobody in Memphis crying about who the king of Memphis and all this and that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's people with money all of a sudden, big head folks with money thinking they the king of Memphis, but you ain't like the mayor of Memphis. You ain't like a Ford of Memphis. People don't see you in the public and in the streets of Memphis. They can't say hi to you or bye to you. Like, I used to go everywhere in Memphis. I would see one of the Fords. I would wish they kin to me too, but I would see them somewhere everywhere in Memphis. It's a pastor in Memphis. I would see him all the time. Whalum, Kenneth Whalum. I would see him all the time, Pastor Whalum. You know what I'm saying? And it's you don't see. I would see Kustanika, and I would see Lord Infamous. Even people that I didn't like, that I know that was in the music business, I would see them. Joe Gotti, you know, or I would see people that I knew. And when I go out, I would see even more artists and more stars that I knew or that came to Memphis. So a lot of Memphis artists that made it, I believe, probably got the big head. And it is a thing about king this and king that. And they don't get the big head because they got money. They get the big head because this beef or this animosity with one group passes on to the person that they got beef with, and that energy passes on to them. So now when they become a person with money and power, they had that same beef somebody had with them, with other artists. And you got it in a lot of record companies where you hear about it before some of these artists that we know have gotten signed. You have heard about these artists being held back from doing music because they were actually better than the person that was signing them to a deal. They was actually better than their artists, or they had too many artists and couldn't really pay attention to their artists, and had them artists sitting on the shelf for a year or two, and they wasn't making no money, wasn't doing no shows, and they were still broke but had a record deal. So this shit been going on for years. When a black person invented this music business and started making money, now it's controlled by the man. And the man ain't finna let you out of that motherfucking business. And a lot of black people that work for the man or up under the man ain't neither. Because greed is involved. I should have put that in the beginning. Greed. And I might go back and add that. Because greed is involved. You think about, and it was easy for me to understand that greed is involved. I mean, right now, I got businesses and I invest my money too, and I do things too certain ways. And I see things come back. I'm good where I'm at. I'm glad I ain't where a lot of these people are or were before my time or whatever. I can wait until it's my time, because I want to learn and do what I got to do to maintain and stay where I'm at when I get there, or learn how to advance and grow and leave it for others to move on and build more and more. Everybody want to live that dream. But when you coming up, that person that you got into it with in kindergarten, if he still live in your hood in junior high and high school, evidently you still fighting this person. And you get 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, that person's still in the same position you in, and y'all ain't went to college and school or nothing, you still fighting one another, still got hate toward one another, even if both of y'all rapping. You could have started first, they gonna copycat, and then they gonna rap about you and all this, and now it's beef. They might try to offer you some work and you turn it down. It's more beef. And the opposite decides not to let that beef die down, it can cause more beef, or that beef to cause that other dog or whatever to become more angry, you know? And remember that, hey, they think he who laughs last has to laughs the loudest. He who laughs last laughs the loudest. And how this man ain't laughing from heaven, because he can call himself a king, proclaim king, Mr. Newscast Man, or any doubters or haters. He can call himself king because it's still gonna be more than one king. No. But he can call himself king, and you can hate all you want. But now, in his book, and a lot of his fans and friends' book, He is a king. He's still king beyond his death grave, and he done crown. He been, what I'm saying, crown king beyond his grave, and he did some king shit, and you can't take that from him. And if he was real and honest about who trying to do what to him, why they bothering him, why they hate on him, why this, why that, and he told people about it, and they didn't want to listen. And I ain't talking about the news or nothing like that. I'm talking about before all this shit happened last Wednesday. That's king shit, man. I watched videos of this man, and I mean for like days, since Wednesday, hours. And he said it's like knowing, it's like, I'm gonna give you a scenario. He didn't say it, but here's a scenario to what he was talking about. Like an inventor, you know, the electricity. You know, it's like he didn't know what he was doing when he did it or what it was gonna do, but he knew it. And that's why he kept trying to do it and do it and do it. Because he knew that it was gonna light up the whole world. It was an invention that nobody else could grab and capture electricity in the jar. And he did it. And Dolph was saying the same thing in his video. He figured out a system and always knew he wanted to rap. So he put that in that system together. And when a lot of people, it's just like saying a business plan. You know what I'm saying? I figured this business plan up and how it worked, and I put two and two together. Now, if you listen to it, true enough, in this one video, he says he went after the bag, and not to be going deeper and deeper into it, but that means that he got an investor. You feel me? So what I'm saying is, though he got that investor, the investor helped him out. He got that bag. You got haters out here, some labels, and the haters. Here was somebody trying to, well, not trying, but investing into the community and doing some Black Wall Street stuff. And he could have been taken out by haters. We knew he was taken out by haters because a hater will work for the op and take you out. We seen that in history. A hater will work for the ops undercover, be right next to you like they did Marcus Garvey, like they did the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Like they did Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. The hater be right up under you and take you out, man. You know, a lot of some gang members probably get the same way. They get taken out by their best friends. You know, a lot of you see some gang movies, and whether it's true or not, but it might be true. A lot of them take out their best friends so they can be on top, so they can take over their set or whatever. But the point is Memphis is not just fighting Young Dolph's killers and the record labels. So I'm saying this because every one of you who's saying you want to do something about what happened and what's going on, this is who all you have to fight. You have to fight politicians because yo gun laws is totally messed up right now. Yo criminal laws is messed up right now. The violence in Memphis is terrible. And y'all's unemployment rate is real low. You got major corporations in Memphis, and your unemployment rate is real low. I mean, the not unemployment rate, yo, how you say it? I don't make $7.75 an hour. I make $14-15 an hour. You know what I'm saying? That that minimum wage shit. That shit's too low. Your minimum wage should be at least $15 an hour. Y'all need to create more jobs, create better HUD homes and houses, and a better HUD program. The Washington D.C. You got to contact Washington D.C. about some of this shit. You see what I'm saying? Or a lot of it. You got to those politicians that's in the city. Some of the ones I named. You can go to some of their facilities, they voting offices or campaign offices or whatever. You can go there and talk. You know, some of them assholes. So, but you can go if y'all go in a mob, like you go in a mob to go protest something. Go to them in a mob like a protest and tell them y'all want them to lobby this and lobby that. Or hit me up and send me some signatures and stuff on some stuff that we can talk about and debate about, and I send it to them for you. Because that's if you want to do it. But can we get a million? So I already know that it's over a million African Americans in the city of Memphis right now. Can I get a million signatures on behalf of Young Dolph? If I was to throw out something out there to you people, can I get your support on it? If we could give 50% of the proceeds back to Young Dolph's family. You see what I'm saying? I mean, if I would had got permission or something, I'm just throwing something out there because I don't want nobody to know what I'm actually talking about or doing when I'm saying that. You feel me? I'm just throwing something out there because my friends in Memphis, Tom Ski Mask, and I know he don't mind me saying this, is and JoJo Elliott. Tom Ski Mask is a legendary rapper, hip hop artist in out of Memphis, Orange Mound, you know, which is not too far from where Young Dolph is from and where they found a car that you know and all this and that stuff. But point is, Tom Ski Mask is leading the fight to stop the violence, and Memphis rappers come together, and I'm letting him know, man. You know, I hollered at Mayor Strickland, and Mayor Strickland said some things that I told Mayor Strickland that is facts, because I see it going on. It's been going on since I've been in Memphis, and that was 80 since 83, 81, 82, 83, you know. But my grandparents live in Memphis, so you know, don't or did. So, but the point is that because there's a lot of poverty, you have a lot of young men trying to be like Young Dolph or Tom Ski Mask or DJ Squeaky or Criminal Mind or 3-6 Mafia or Yo Gotti or Black Youngster or Moneybag Yo or Steve-O, or you got a lot of people trying to be these rappers, Kingpin and Skinny Pimp, you know, Dungeon Family, Lil Jen, and you know, Indogen, Lil Blunt or Al Capone. A lot of people trying to be these rappers. They want to be just like those rappers I just named, those legends. You know, they want to be like Bloodline and Mr. Rogers and XL or Dirty Rogers, Crazy Rogers or Mac Memphis. They want to be like them. You know what I'm saying? You know, they want to be the UGTVs, the Street Masters magazines. That's the hip hop era, the hip hop scene. You know, the Project Pass. You know, the Tommy Wrights. You know what I'm saying? The play Spanish Fly. You know what I'm saying? The Trigger Man. You know, the T-Laws, the 8-Ball, the MJG. That's Memphis. That's the hustle. That's the grind. That's all about coming up, trying to come up from poverty and be something and make something and come back and spend money in it. But you know what? Everybody that try to do that dies. Everybody that try to do that ends up dying or just saying forget it and move off and go somewhere else and live your happy life and die after that. You know? And that's what I call deterioration. You got deterred for some reason. You let something let you down, so you didn't do it. And you got a lot of people like Young Dolph here that ain't scared to let stuff stop. He not finna let nothing stop him. He gonna see you expose a hater by keep doing you and shining. And God will handle the rest. And for Young Dolph, that's king shit. Cause he knew it. If I watched his videos, he knew it. He said it. But I'm gonna say this. And the reason why I say it's more against the record labels because everybody's looking at Empire Records, not Paper Route Empire, but Empire Records. Everybody's looking at Gaza at Empire Records, okay, because they say a lot of artists have passed over there at Empire Records, including Young Dolph. And it's a coincidence, especially if they all die in November. It's a coincidence. Well, I found another coincidence. A lot of artists that are being interviewed on Drink Champs are also dying. Because if you remember, Young Dolph, and they just now showing the fact that he was on there. It was done 2 years ago, but he was on Drink Champs 2 years ago. I saw somebody that's real close to me that was on Drink Champs 2 years ago too, and I hope they don't pass because it's gonna be some shit. But DMX was on Drink Champs, and he passed too, not too long after he was on Drink. After I saw that him on Drink Champs. Um, so that's what I mean by this war is not against just labels because if I'm CEO of Worldwide Hip Hop Hall of Fame and I die unexplainably, I want you to I want you to investigate everybody immediately close to me in my business and my family. Like who run with me every day, who's in my office every day, and who I talk to on my phone in the last year or two or every day, did major business with, shit like that. That's going to let you know who the killer is. Because for in the last 2 years, like you thinking, okay, this man had a beef with somebody in 2013. It came out, it's supposed to be over with in 2017 and 18. But in 2019, he talked about the beef again. And now here it is, 2021, he dead. You know? So the beef is against the record labels. It's against the people that work for the record labels. And that's under the record labels. That's over the record labels. If they black, you gonna get worse treatment because black on black crime. You black, so they gonna try to treat you worse anyway. If they white, I don't know what's gonna happen. If they Italian, I still don't know what's gonna happen. But that could call a racial war. It's already causing economic uproar or whatever, political uproar. It's already causing violence. I mean, I don't live in Memphis right now. I live in Michigan. And I've been living in Michigan for the last 3 years to take care of my father. but I'm in the hip hop industry and business, and I network and talk to family members every day, all day in Memphis. And I received a call minutes after it happened because I used to live on the street where it happened at. I used to shop at that store all the time. I used to kick it and hang out on that street all the time. I used to pimp on that street all the time. And we have friends that live over there now. And I also got plenty of family members in North and South Memphis, East and West Memphis. So I'm on top of my who, what, when, where, and why. Even if something happened, I could call just like they can call and have somebody do this and that too. I mean, we all bosses, you know. Just because you're not there don't mean you can't do nothing. That's stupid though. Look what you just did. I mean, not too long, and this is off the record, but it's on the record. My daughter was just jumped by some members of the 400 gang in North Memphis. Seven, seven, seven girls and two men. They all adults though. 100-pound girl jump, and one of the dudes is 6 feet, one or two, about 300 pounds. Hit her in the head and left the impression of his ring on her head. So if I did something about it or had something done about it, and under the table, I mean, you killed somebody and you can put a reward up for the killer. Hey, just because the killer get killed, don't mean that the person that put the reward up did it. If they put the reward up legally, there was no means or way for me to be able to do anything like that. So that didn't happen. Plus, if you pay attention to a lot of the blogs and stars that have commented on what happened, one, for example, was Project Pat. So you got to learn how to move a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you move. And if he had that money and that clout, he wouldn't have been going back and forth to that neighborhood. And he was saying things like he ain't been in North Memphis like that, and stuff like that. And so, I mean, it's about how you move too. And you can't say that dude was dumb or crazy, because a lot of people that get money trying to help and build up and better this and that sometimes feel like they got to watch their money too, and they bosses. So what they gonna do if your money's in the hood? You're gonna sit and watch your money in the hood. You outgrow the hood sometime, people, and you go corporate. When you leave home and go to school, consider that growing up. Consider that leaving the hood. See, when you take the hood to the school, you ain't doing right, kids, if y'all listening. Now, if you leave home and go to college, and you go to college out of state, consider that growing up. If you live in uh some little old city, deep down in the Delta in Mississippi, nothing but farmland and shacks and outer houses, right? And you grew up to be Dennis Rodman, and they took you out of that and put you in foster homes and all that and took care of you and put you through college. White folks raised you and stuff, and you went through college. And, because some of this is true about Dennis Rodman. You become a basketball player. Well, he was born with white folks, but do you go back? He wasn't born with white folks, he was raised by white folks. But do you go back to where the black people was? I mean, maybe when he go with security now, but he when you ain't heard him say nothing about people like Jennifer Hudson, where that stuff happened, where that man broke out of jail and killed her family. You think she go back even for the memories? No. How many times have you seen Isaac Hayes come back to the hood, Memphis? Who else from North Memphis that's a famous rapper that y'all seen come to y'all hood, Memphis? Except for when I lived on Exchange Avenue, a lot of famous rappers came over there. They didn't come to see y'all. Who they came to see? Memphis came to see me. Because I was doing beats and rapping. I had it going on over there, Memphis, on Exchange Avenue. Indo G, Kingpin, Skinny Pimp, Lil Blunt, all them coming over there. Want to buy beats, check out my music and stuff, see what I'm doing. So this beef, this war is against a lot of stuff, man. People want money, they want bread. They gonna get out there and get that money and bread. But if they feel like people gonna rob and steal and take for them, they gonna get their guns and everything, and they gonna take their business. They gonna run it just like you running your business, like a mafia or a mob or a gangster or whatever. That's what's going on in Memphis. But look, Memphis, you know what I'm saying? We all need to come together. I'm not gonna say black, white, minority. I'm saying Memphis. We all need to come together on this because it is a spiritual thing. If you think about it. Because if Memphis is not included together, everybody in Memphis that's on one accord, if you don't come together to fight this battle, you're going to lose the battle. Because if you don't start taming these wild dogs out here, they're going to tear the city up. You're going to lose the economic battle, the poverty battle, the unemployment. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of lives at stake right now because you don't have enough control by your police. If people dying and getting killed like this, call in the fucking National Guard and hurry up and get the FBI and the CIA in on this shit and shut down the music business right fucking now. Shut down the motherfucking music business and the fucking entertainment, TV business, everything. Investigate everything going back to motherfucking O.J. Simpson. You got a football player that was a hired hitman, and then he went to jail and ended up killing himself. But he put Illuminati all on the fucking wall in his own blood. They said, "Come on, man. Why we can't catch up with these folks, but y'all can catch up with everybody else?" The conspiracy is, why is it black people and entertainers and rich people are the ones at the top of the kill list? And maybe females. That's the conspiracy thing. So, like I told y'all, I ain't here to talk about who did what and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't to put no facts and no points straight. Everybody know who I am and where I come from. You know what I'm saying? They don't get on here doing all that bragging and giving kudos and asking for. I ain't even asking for that, but they ain't gonna get on here bragging and giving kudos because they don't give a F or a junk about what you guys say because they going through it. So I'm speaking up for my people in Memphis because I know what they going through. Y'all don't know what they going through. All y'all bloggers out here talking about, come on, man, hit that cash app, man. Come on, man, cool that like button, man. Come on, subscribe, y'all. Do this, do that. See, you trying to get paid. Y'all cloud chasing. Your topic say one thing, but when somebody get on there and try to straighten you up, you hurry up and hang them up and start laughing. That's because you cloud chasing. You don't want to know the truth. Y'all trying to get paid off this man. You say, oh, well, you trying to get paid off him? Ain't nobody paying me to throw him up on here and say Worldwide Hip Hop Hall of Fame or put him in no Hip Hop Hall of Fame. We ain't asking nobody for no donations for him or nothing like that or on his behalf, nothing like that. This is for the people in Memphis. I thank God that North Memphis ain't had no involvement in it. I think but North Memphis goons ain't got no involvement in it. Now, a rapper from North Memphis might have an involvement in it, but that's because that's different than the North Memphis goons doing something for this rapper. Not even that rapper's goons, if he's involved, did anything this time. It was Young Dolph's own rappers that was paid to do this by maybe somebody that we don't know, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean, because everybody know you can go to YouTube and watch all the little videos or Facebook or wherever y'all getting y'all videos, info. Some people, oh, so-and-so called me. Man, my daughters call me, and I stay in the news too. I got aunties, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, daughters, ex-girlfriends, ex-hoes, baby mamas, babies, stepkids, kids in Memphis and Mississippi and Arkansas. And I'm 50, and I've been in Memphis since I was 14. I just got back to Detroit 3 years ago. And I just celebrated my 54th birthday. So I'm letting you guys know. I know what I'm going through. Third world. But the niggas that did it, I heard somebody on video throw up, he got killed in third store. And this went on Detroit, 8 Mile Road, okay. Eminem. I heard some people on the video say some things, about third world. He was killed in third world, but the killers don't live in third world. Okay, y'all? So don't go to third world creating drama. Don't go to North Memphis creating drama. Word is wherever the car was found, there was a house shot up over there and on fire. They had video and everything, allegedly. They had video footage. So just y'all be safe, man. Be careful out here, man. Stay independent. But what we all need to do, all the rappers, is we need to really pick a day to get together and everybody, just tag me or something and include your phone number and email, and I propose some dates that we can do a Zoom call and come up with something during that Zoom call. Because if I spit the game right, and that's another thing, it's like you the game, but when he was doing it and all this jewelry and stuff on and shining on you, you seen what he was doing, and the haters got mad, and that's what made them want to stop him and sit him down. When Nipsey Hussle was doing his thing, that's what made them want to stop him and shut him down. All these videos and everything y'all putting up and putting your guns up and flashing your cars and riding them down the street and burning rubber and doing donuts and shit and shining and flashing and talking your cash shit and putting songs out talking about hits and all this and that stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Guess what? Keep on here. Keep on. Keep on going on these people talk shows and telling all y'all business and all y'all shit and then end up dead 2, 3. Stop putting y'all business out there. Ops can see what you're doing and hear what you're doing. See, yeah, that's probably this information age. This information age. Word of mouth is probably better, but it ain't no what is a good way to get the people together and stop telling them, stop talking, stop running your mouth. This is serious business here. Y'all can get somebody killed. You know, stop shining, stop flashing. This ain't the night we going out and everybody gonna shine and flash. My nigga, if I got more money in every shining out, flash everybody, I want to look like everybody, shine everybody. So you gonna rob everybody. You don't know who the richest. So you won't get as angry, when you rob me. Cause you know I'm not. You think I'm just about like everybody else. So you ain't gonna try to smack me and beat the fuck out of me for this extra jewelry, extra money. Talk crazy and all that shit, whatever. Excuse my French. I know some kids might be in this room, so I'm sorry. A lot of the stuff the kids see, because a lot of people took their kids up there where they went. The kids shouldn't have saw that. A child shouldn't have been up there if they saw that man body up there. A child shouldn't have been up there, but I think I seen 1 or 2 kids up there. Kids shouldn't see this and have to witness what's going on or anything like that. Violence and drugs, or we smoking weed in front of our kids and all this and that stuff, having sex in front of them and stuff, and they go from that to the streets, and even they think they reacting what they see at home or in the streets. They reacting it when they get older. You know what I'm saying? I know I got a 1.5-year-old son, and he mimics me a lot. Even fussing, when he fusses, he mimics me. Some of it he find comical. If his mama will respond back in a funny way, he'll respond back like, do this, do that, be quiet, quit talking, and he know how to do it in a certain way to do it. And then what I'm saying is that we teach our kids gonna get it, or they gonna figure it out. But if they figure it out, then and it worked for them, they're good. But if they don't figure it out, they ain't good. But still, the point is, what do they get if they don't have that comfort, or that, not comfort, but that good somebody to help them out or teach them something or tell them something right from wrong, and how to budget and how not to outshine or shine, or how to move a certain way. Like Project Pat said, we don't have a person in our circle to tell us this and that. You know what I'm saying? You can't control. A lot of them saying, my grandma did, my grandma did. But guess what? If you had a daddy, you wouldn't have been running the streets like that. You wouldn't have been running them streets like that if you had a real daddy that could sit you down, make you sit down and stay down. You wouldn't have been running the streets like that. My son probably gonna be bigger than me, but I swear to God, I pray every day that, as long as I'm his daddy, you know what I'm saying, as long as I'm here on this earth, that he don't ever try to stand up to me and raise his hand, because I'm not gonna allow him to go out and do the shit that I did. I'm not going to allow him to say he want to be a rapper, and I know rappers getting killed and murdered. It's like, I'm not going to allow my daughters to strip if they wanted to strip. I'm not going to allow them to do it. Go get a pimp or a Mac Daddy or none of that shit if they come to me and tell me about it. No. Even though my name Mac Memphis Detroit Pipper, that's what I used to do, not what I do. Even though I got YBI tat on me, that's what I used to do, not what I do. You know, so some people you can't bring the hood out of. Some people you can't make lead the hood. They had to make me lead the hood. I had to take in a big ass fight that almost brought knives and shit out. But I was threatening shit, and they did bring the mace and shit and bar stools out. You know what I'm saying? And I had to leave town just straight up. You know, but I was on my way out of town anyway. But I remember another time I had to leave town. It was over a female. They said niggas ain't fighting no females. I know pimps do, and them pimps is gangsters. Some of them pimps gangsters. Man, they fighting over rappers, man. I was managing a rapper, man. Niggas try to fight me over a rapper. They stole my rapper. He ain't get nowhere when after they got a little shit, but he could have gotten more shit. He fucked up his shit because he let them steal him. I was looking out, I put my life on the line for this rapper. I was living in third world when that happened. I was living in third world when both of them incidents happened. They broke in my house in third world, my apartment. These ninjas, man, I helped these niggas, kicked it with these ninjas, everything. It could have been my female. The only thing I know is I was set up too. They tried to actually kill me, bro. So what I'm saying, I feel what's going on in Memphis. I know what's going on in Memphis. If I go back to Memphis, same thing might happen. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm not gonna be Young Dolph. I'm not gonna be Martin Luther King Jr. I pray to God I don't. I pray to God I don't be like them or Malcolm X. I had a dream that I was gonna die and get shot up in a white Mercedes Benz, and I was gonna have a white outfit on, and I had a white bulletproof vest on, and these niggas shot me up several times. They had the street blocked off, and I got out my car or something, and I thought I was a bad motherfucker, and I got out my car and had my pistol out, and they shot me. They came all from they came from each direction with their AKs and shit and shot me up in the middle of the street. And I had this dream, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I think another rapper at the time when I had that dream had got killed, and he had just got a record deal with Def Jam. You know. So, but the moral of the story is, if this don't just go on in Memphis, go on everywhere, and it's really a battle between the streets, the the hater that killed the artist, because you call them the ops, you know, or the leader, or the entertainer, or the actor or actresses, or whoever. The hater that killed that person, because that's the op. And the war on drugs, poverty, and all that's mixed in. Because we would not have this murdering, killing problem, because the niggas that did it for money. If the system wasn't so fucked up and people being greedy and trying to rob and steal, and with the masters or whatever it is, it wouldn't be so fucked up. That's why Dolph was trying to feed his team and let his team eat like he eat and not take this and take that. So they wouldn't all be trying to rob him. And these niggas that if they the so-called ones that did do him like that, are they the ones that he just signed? See, you can't trust everybody. I would have just keep Glock and said, fuck it. You can't help everybody. Can't work with everybody. Even if they get mad. That's why you need to know when you get rich and you got other rich niggas mad at you, you might need to stay on your turf and let them stay on their turf. Because you might got some people say, hey, I run this part of the United States. You stay off that side. You know, when you go do your crimes, they say this you cross county line or state line or this district or that district, or you run a district. I run two districts, Memphis and one in Tennessee. I mean, one in Memphis and one in Detroit. I run two districts. Black Wall Street, you know. But that it's a person got to argue with me and say, I looked up black somebody else in black, blah, 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 blah. This is more than one district. How it's more than one school in Detroit and more than one school in Memphis, and it's more than one district. Just like it's more than one mayor in Memphis. It's two. But see, you can't tell certain people stuff. Certain people think they know everything. You got to listen to this into its entirety. At least up to this much to know that I'm talking about it's a conglomerate of a whole bunch of stuff that's got to be fixed in order for Memphis rappers, artists, entertainers, and everybody to come together, in order for the whole world's artists, entertainment, business to be fixed and everybody to come together on one accord. Whether y'all want to unionize, whether y'all want to get y'all benefits, y'all royalties, y'all retirement, we all got to have meetings to come together. You ain't calling nobody. Y'all want to go run to the rich people. The rich people want to go run to some richer people. No, come get with the poor people that's going to help you get it. Why you don't, everybody want to take claim for this and claim for that. Fuck that. You ain't helping one another. Why can't everybody own part of it? Instead of taking claim for this and one owner. How come everybody can't be an owner? Like Marcus Garvey said, why everybody can't be an owner in it that's involved in it? You got Turu or Toro and all this shit in the Airbnb. I'm going to shut up now. I think I said too much. It's time for me to get off. I think we done came to the conclusion of what we need to do. So all artists, hit up Mr. Rogers Mitchell on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. I am Rogers Mitchell on Facebook, CEO of the Worldwide Hip Hop Hall of Fame Museum. Hit me up. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, we can it ain't no maybe to it, but we can get together and we can solve this problem via Worldwide Hip Hop Hall of Fame. We can solve this problem. You know, this is my page, and I've been on it, and I've been promoting, I've been sharing, and you know, this is what I do. This is my page. You know, and I know artists. I work with artists. You know, I know the Memphis business. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I talked long enough, y'all, and I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to as I close out, you know, I'm gonna play one of my favorite songs or new songs, and I thank y'all for listening. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Memphis, let's get it. Let's get it. and rough like they left to be left and with the 95. We will contemplate 96, then I see the slash cussing out the sky. Lord, I cried, yeah, Valley mother. North Memphis fuck jumping, cokehead, bugging, little mother, you can put all the way past East Memphis to put you in the bottom of the Mississippi, all the chilly, yeah, 1999. I fast forward, I rewind, cause I'm still living the rough life. Matter of fact, we all living the rough life. Mother ever killed this ex, shot her in the head, she was 9 months pregnant, sorry, sack of shit. Ricky this, Ricky that, young niggas got big gas and automatics like the military got death vision, FRS, F SWAT, and the FBI, the CIA, and the Illuminati, like it's a gang and the ops wanna bang on us. I come up rough like the late great Muhammad Ali, I outbox and outbox all my enemies, float like a butterfly, seems like a bee on the MIC. I get the real deal in the street, but niggas get killed by their own black women and kids disappearing and like a fuck for dying off of heroin and fentanyl. They come on, now that's the rough life. I live a rough life, tough life, big strap, pocket knife, stood on the block of the rock, trying to get it right late nights. I used to pray to the sky, pain in my ass out the crack. Asking why I live that rough life, no pops in the house. Mama can't do it alone, so I'm out, I got to get mine. On the ground with the guys, running from the boys in the sky, flipping positive in that rough life. Life can't tell me nothing, ain't no time for fun. I'm trying to shake something with my pocket style hurt, and my stomach gets funky, this is so deep. I ain't coming lurking, it's that rough life. I come on rough like a mother, and a lot of my brothers face plenty of temptation, trying to temptation. My ninja, I'ma get crazy right with you. I got the next two, a 22, and a 9 milli that'll make a ninjas look silly messing with me. I come from the D-E-T-R-O-Y-T, and Memphis, Tennessee. I got ninjas in Cali, Texas, Alabama, and Louis. You can't run from me, my ears are deep down in these streets. The real and still new, underground king, lyrically and mentally. Like Kanye screaming Ali, Boobaye, F who I slay, or get in my way. We gotta come together because it's us, it's the world at the end of the day. I pray these stupid mothers keep the peace, but that ain't how real life works in the streets. You got me, better pack the heat.
You get down on that floor and say that, you hear? You hear me, boy?